Hey there, this is Cheri Pearce, proud sales director with Mary Kay of the hottest growing unit in all of Mary Kay, Pearce Performers. I want to first appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to take a few minutes with us to watch this video and to give your feedback, because your feedback is so greatly appreciated for your consultant, or if you're my customer, for me. And just so you know what I'm going to do on this, I'm going to share with you about my journey in Mary Kay, tell you how we make our money and some of the reasons why women join and how we get started. And if it looks like a fit for you, great. You're going to fill out a little Google Doc with some information, and I will get that information from you, from your consultant, and it will be maybe the new journey that you're going to begin. Or you might know somebody that would be good, because I was a referral, and I'll tell you a little bit about that here in just a few minutes. So again, thank you for helping us take time to share the Mary Kay opportunity, because when Mary Kay was alive, every time anybody asked Mary Kay, what's one thing that I could do to appreciate you? And she said, pass it on. So that's our job, is to pass it on. So anyway, my journey started in May of 1990 in Bradenton, Florida. I actually grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Went ahead and my husband and I moved all over the country, as he was on the railroad, and we ended up living in Bradenton, Florida, where his mom and my dad and his sisters had all moved to. And growing up here, everybody wants to live in Florida or California, don't we? Anyway, we were living there. We owned a commercial landscape company, and I was just subbing into schools and doing my thing. My kids were 3 and 5, and we took a partner on, and he wasn't as honest as we were. So we had to close the business, and so we needed more money. So I started waiting tables at night, and I was then working at a preschool so my kids could go there for free. But we're really looking for something that I was going to be able to work from home, because Zach was going to get ready to go to kindergarten that fall. So my husband went on a road trip to figure out where we were going to go live, because we didn't want to live in Florida anymore. And he ended up reading an article about Mary Kay and had seen a lot of the pink Cadillacs on the road. And he was like, something must be of this Mary Kay company. He read the article, came home, and he goes, guess what, Cheri? I got the career for you. You're going to sell Mary Kay. You guys, I never went to a party. I used Dove alcohol and Nivea. That was my skincare. And I didn't know anything about makeup. So if you don't know anything about it, this is the greatest opportunity. We have so much training that you can learn from your phone, laptop, desktop, and it really is an earn while you learn business. So he said, go find somebody that's a beauty consultant. It ended up where his mom was a very successful realtor, and she said, I know somebody that's a Mary Kay consultant. It's Mark Johnson, our family friend's sister. Call him, I'm sorry. And so we called Mark up and asked if his sister Stephanie sold Mary Kay, and she lived in Dallas, Texas. So there is another reason we don't have any territories or quotas. So he called her up, and ended up, Stephanie calls me and asked me about the Mary Kay. And I said, well, I don't know anything about it. And she said, I'm coming over next week to visit my folks. I'll come over and share the opportunity. So she shared the opportunity with me, and she asked me one question, because I really didn't hear much, because I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I would be doing. Are you teachable, coachable, and trainable? So if you're teachable, coachable, and trainable, you can do this job. And that's what I was. I went to college, and I was a, degreed college student with a bachelor degree. And I thought, I can learn this job. Where's lipstick go? Where's blush go? I mean, we can learn it. How to wash your face. So I joined Mary Kay without having tried the product or, been to a party. So many of you watching this are already loving the product. And that's where we get most of our recruits, is from our shows and our customers. And so I was the outlier. So I started my business, and I had asked all my wait and table buddies, if I sold Mary Kay, would they do anything? And they said, we're never going to have a party. We're never going to buy anything from you, because we were all broke. And so they taught me how to book a party. And so I booked a party with those girls at my wait and table jobs. And girls, I sold them $300 of Mary Kay. Half of that was my profit for 3 hours. So I made $50 an hour. I wasn't making that waiting tables. And when I came home from that party, I threw the money on the bed and told my husband, I hit the mother load. I don't know what this job is, but I'm going to get good. So fast forward, we ended up selling our home a year later and moving here to Cincinnati, where I had 2 high school girlfriends that started me by asking them before I moved, have a party and invite 5 people that I don't know. So they did that, and that started my journey here. And how exciting to know that within that first year moving here, I earned the use of my first Mary Kay Grand Am career car, and then went on the next year to become a sales director. So you can move up whenever you want in this business if you choose to. So that was my journey, and just a few of the reasons why women join Mary Kay. Number one is for the extra money or the full-time money. Maybe you're in a company where AI is taking over and you're not going to have a job. And that's kind of the way of the world, which is scary, but also it's exciting because it's new technology. But this may be for you for a side hustle. You know, more homes in the United States, over 50% have side hustles. And Mary Kay's the best money in the land is what we say, because you can earn a 30 to 50% profit on everything you sell from day one. You don't have to wait to move up into it. And Mary Kay is a dual marketing plan. In other words, we buy wholesale from Mary Kay to sell retail to our customers, and there's no middleman. So that's exciting, is to make the extra money a little bit or a lot. Just so you know, I'm going to share a few, these are just examples of what it could be for you. On a yearly sales estimate, the average beauty experience with approximately 4 guests, either in person or on virtual, $100 per guest with $400 in total sales. The average reorders from a customer annually are about 200. These are just averages. This is not pie in the sky, and it's not, for sure. But if you did one show a week, that would be approximately 2 to 4 hours of work at $400 in sales for 50 weeks. That would be $20,000 in sales for the year. You had 200 customers ordering $200 in reorders. That's $40,000 a year. Girls, that would be $60,000 extra yearly sales, and your profit at 50% would be $30,000 for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Could you get excited? All right, bump that up to 3 shows a week, which would be approximately 6 to 12 hours of work. 3 shows at 400 with 50 weeks, that's $60,000 a year. 600 customers at $200 in reorders, that's $120,000, would get you $180,000 in sales and 50% profit. That'd be a $90,000 income that you could have from just selling Mary Kay and building a reorder business. That's no team building, no nothing. Now bump up to the Big Girl Club, 5 shows a week, 10 to 20 hours a week, would be 400 in weekly sales times 50 weeks. That's $100,000 a year with 1,000 customers with $200 orders, $200,000. That would net you $300,000 per year sales, and that would be a 50% profit of $150,000 per year. Now, I don't know about you, but that gets me pretty darn excited, and that's really, really true. I mean, I've been in the business for 35 years, and these averages are so true. You can go on to, that's the money, and then you can go on to the leadership position, which is my position as a sales director. And more women in Mary Kay make over $50,000 to $100,000 a year than any other company. And so they bonus the directors based on your production, how many people you help move up in the career path, all that good stuff. And you can earn the use of the Mary Kay career cars. It's a Equinox, or the famous pink Cadillac. Sales director trips, the top director trips, we've earned 3. We've earned a trip to Rome and Cannes, France, all expenses paid with my husband and I, and a Bahama cruise, all expenses paid for my husband and I. So can you get excited about travel? Every year there's a new trip to go on as a sales director. And you can receive lots and lots of other recognition. These are some Kendra Scott earrings we've earned. This is a 4-carat diamond ring that we've earned from our unit producing at least $500,000 in retail sales for the year. Tons of prizes. You can always be winning. And if you like winning, Mary Kay is a place for you. Another reason why women join is for the self-confidence, self-esteem. We always say it's the best self-improvement course you can get paid to do. You may come in as a tiny little rosebud waiting to sprout your wings. And that's where we do. We just love you up the ladder. The career car program is one of the reasons why I love it. I've been driving a Mary Kay career car since 1993. Every other year you qualify for a new car. And so we've earned the use of 19 career cars, 9 of those pink Cadillacs. The company pays your car payment, tags, license, and 85% of your insurance. Can you get excited? And your spouse can drive it too. So that makes it awesome. And there's no mileage. You can have as many miles as you want on it when you turn it in. Another reason is for the tax advantages. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so many tax deductions that you get to keep more than give to Uncle Sam. And then another reason is the freedom and flexibility to decide when you're going to work, when you're going to not work, when you're going to go on vacation. If you have to call in sick to your job, you never have to worry about that because we can have another beauty consultant go in our place and still earn money. It's called the Dovetail Program. Those are just some of the reasons that women join. Also now, since we've gone through COVID and people are working at home, they have isolation, depression, anxiety, and we are the best community of women to pull you in and just love you where you're at, help you in any way that we can to build your business, to share ideas. Mary Kay always said, if you have an idea and I have an idea and we share them, we each have two ideas. If we keep them to ourselves, we only have one. So it's been one of the best community builders that I've ever seen, the community of Mary Kay. We have friends all across the United States, and it's awesome. We have weekly and monthly programs. We have sales meetings that you can come to here live, or we also do it on Zoom and Facebook so that you can always be plugged in and connected to whatever you need. So how do we get started in Mary Kay? We all start off the same way. Everybody starts off. We can purchase a $35 eStart kit. Everybody has to do that. And that just gives you like the back office. It gives you a couple samples and lookbooks, which is our Mary Kay catalog, and your consultant number. You also get to have a My Shop, which customers can shop online 24/7, and money gets deposited right into your bank account. It's pretty cool. But then most people do is add on the $90 Pro Start Kit. And the Pro Start Kit will actually give you $400 in retail value product for $90. So you basically get started for $125 to start your business. Now that's no actual product to sell. That's a second decision that you and I will make based on your desires and your goals. And the cool part about Mary Kay is it's simple, it's easy to join. Your consultant will send you a link, or I will send you a link, and we get started, and then your training begins, because it's a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey that can change your life. It can change your family. It can change your mindset. I can't tell you how many things I have learned in Mary Kay about a positive attitude, how to work with people, how to have people skills, how to work with different personalities. It's more than just makeup and lipstick, you guys. It's a culture of community, of success, of women supporting women. And also in that, we do donate to two foundations, the Cancers That Affect Women and the Fight Against Domestic Violence. When you do purchase from Mary Kay, portions of those sales goes into our foundation. So we are a company that gives back a lot. So I hope I've inspired you to say, you know what, I want to join your team. I need some more information. Let me know. Let your consultant know, because this can truly be a journey of a lifetime. And I can't think of any reason why any woman wouldn't want to give it a try. All right. So thanks for taking the time. Be sure to fill out your Google form, because we're going to have some door prizes from filling this out. You can have the opportunity to win some fun stuff. All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.